Here is the review you have been waiting for. This is the Altec Lansing Bluetooth waterproof wireless headphone, and it is really special. This pair of headphones really give you sound comparable to the $200 and $300 wireless headphones, and it's made by a company that's been making sound products since 1927, Altec Lansing. I cannot believe they managed to create a wireless 10-hour Bluetooth headphone that competes with the best of the best, and it's only $40. This pair of headphones is durable, it's waterproof, it's great for traveling, if you're a commuter, or if you're an athlete and you're using them in the gym. It's great if you're a student or even just an average person making a living, traveling day to day in your car, or you sit at your desk and you do work and you want to listen to stuff on a personal hearing level where you don't want the sound emanating through your office or through your halls. You can just pop these in your ear. They immediately connect to your phone or tablet, and you are enjoying good quality wireless listening. Now, I love using these when I'm doing my exercise routine on the stairs, when I run up and down the stairs in the building, and when I go out for long runs. I just link them up to my phone very quickly and easily. All I have to do is turn them on, and they automatically connect to the last device that I've been using, and then I'm on my way. I listen to audiobooks mostly, but they really do still deliver great punch if you're listening to music as well. I'm going to open these up with you guys. I'm going to show you just how wonderful these headphones are by doing an unboxing with you guys and by letting you see what the experience is like opening these up and what you get in the box. And I'm going to talk to you and show you a little bit more about how these work when you actually get them up and running. First of all, it's a nice glass container here. I wonder if you would find any reusability for it. So if you do, definitely leave a comment for your fellow video watchers and for myself, and tell us how you managed to reuse and recycle this glass case. If you're like most people and you just chuck the casing right after you open it, then by all means, maybe just drop a comment in there and let us know that the case was no good for you. While I'm opening this, while I have your attention, please drop a like if you like what you're seeing in this video and you want to support me and basically indirectly tell me that you want me to make more technology and other review videos, and if you want me to share my experience with you guys in making the things that I like to use and the things that I like to do. So I'm just scraping the bottom out here because the cardboard part that they give you that connects to, by the way, here's what's on the back. Give you a moment to check that out. Some information. Here's what's on the sides. A little bit about their company. And here is what's on the back of the glass box there. I'm sure you can read that if you pause it. You can check the detail. And here is what the headphones look like up close and personally. Okay. Suffices. I'm going to go ahead and pop the box now. If I can get somebody to hand me a pair of scissors, that would help. Okay, there is some tape that goes around. These are really securely protected here. I gotta tell you, I'm really excited to be popping open. Oh, here we go. Okay, I've got it without the scissors. Thank you. No scissors needed. Thank you. I'm gonna go ahead and pop each side here. There are these little latches in here. Now, is it overkill? Maybe a little. I mean, you definitely want to be careful, but I definitely like a good packaging job and a good packaging experience, and I think these definitely qualify. You got your
your lid here, the little label in there. And here are your headphones in the flesh. Okay, you can actually touch them now. Okay, so now, why don't I remove the top part of this box? Ah, there it is. I got it open. And when you do, you basically reveal the goodies that lay inside. Now, I mentioned to you guys that there's the remote section. Okay. I'm just trying to do this in a way where you can really experience this with me. You really want to be gentle. Don't be forceful. Be strategic. Take a look at what you're doing. Make sure you have plenty of light. Okay, so I'm going to remove this now. So all my casing stuff is here now. I'm going to go ahead and push all that aside, and let's get right into the headphone unwrapping. So it comes in some wire ties here. And here's the headphone. Okay, so the headphone segments are up here. You want to put these in your ears. Here's the remote segment where you can fast forward tracks, play tracks, answer a phone call, raise the volume, turn on the headphones, turn off the headphones, and of course there's a little segment in here where you can remove the flap and you can charge the headphones. You plug in the mini USB cable right underneath this flap here, and then you can plug your mini USB into the computer or into the charger, and you can charge them back up whenever they run out of juice, which I got to tell you is not nearly as often as some of the other headphones I've owned. I've had other headphones where I've had to charge them every couple of days, namely the Motorola S305, which I liked very much for a long time, but I stopped liking them because they would hurt the over part of my ears here and give me little breakouts from the intense skin contact and extreme pressure. And also because they just were a little big sometimes for me. If I was laying down or watching when I was in bed, then I wasn't having the best experience in those situations as well. But with headphones like these, here's the charging cable, which comes in this box here. There's also some instruction manuals in the box. So some user manuals, some Altec Lansing stickers, which you can show some love to Altec Lansing with. Here is a a warning, and a request really. Stop! Please do not return to the store. Yeah, so you know they want to keep their sales numbers up. So if you have a problem with them, they want to help you themselves. They don't want you going back to Staples and returning them. And what I really like also that it comes with is a little baggie here full of replacement earbuds. So if you have big ears, small ears, you name it, you will be able to replace the ones that come on them and then make them more comfortable for you or make them a tighter fit. So as I mentioned, there are two segments. Unlike most wireless headphones that only have one segment which contains the battery inside and the controls, this one has two. Now I believe this extra segment here is for more battery power, and that's how they give you 10 hours. Like I said, I had other headphones like the S305s where I charged them every few days, which I believe gave me about 3 to 5 hours of listening, and I thought that was really good. And I've had other headphones that gave me about 1 to 2 hours of good listening. Now, even though they were really compact and pretty cheap, 2 hours of listening and then charging can get annoying. I would not recommend those. Also, they kind of fell apart on me. I wonder if I have them laying around here. Yeah, I do. Yeah, so I still use these from time to time. They're exceptionally smaller and thinner and lighter, but these are no-name brand, $10 Bluetooth headphones from Amazon, and you know they did their little part, and I was definitely still just trying them out and trying to do a little review on them, but I don't even think they're worth reviewing. All I can tell you about them is they're 10 bucks, they're great to get you started, but they will fall apart and they need to be charged twice a day or so if you're like me and you listen for several hours a day. Okay, so with these, with the extra battery, by the way, this thing also helps balance these headphones. So with ones like these where there's only a big chunky thing on the right side, sometimes I would feel extra weight pulling on the right side of the headphones, which made them really uncomfortable sometimes. In fact, eventually, one of the headset pieces started to stop producing sound, and I think it had something to do with the added weight on the wire stress points here, which eventually pulled some cables loose or something. So having a heavy battery piece in the middle to keep this headset in place actually strikes me as a functional part of the experience here as well. Now these hooks, I questioned them at first. I figured why not just have the little headphone bud like most others, Y hooks, and other manufacturers make these little hook shapes as well that you can see here. But I think that the hooks are great now because what I do is I put them in and then I sort of spin them around so the hooks go into your ear and sort of lock the headphones into place. Okay, let me put this behind my neck. And you always want to check and make sure you got your right side and the right side and the left side and the left. And the hooks, like I said, they go into the shape of your ear and they kind of lock in. You could even feel the airtight connection when you get them in. So when I put these in, they are in. And I don't feel weight pulling them to this side where like they're stressing one side and not on the other where I kind of have to. I don't feel that. When I put this battery piece here on my neck in the back and rest it, both sides have an even amount of slack. Neither side is pulling. They're firmly in my ears and I can just run for 10, 15 miles without a hitch right now. And you know what? I'm going to have the battery juice in these headphones to do it. So that's probably a spectacular part of this. The fact that you have enough juice where you can confidently go out there and run and not run out of juice, that's a big deal because as anyone who is athletic or loves to use these for a long period of time will tell you, running out of juice on your headphones can really take the wind out of your sails if you're out on the grind and you're out trying to get yours and suddenly you've got to do it in silence after really getting good value from your run by having something to listen to, especially if it's a book and you're really hooked and you just want to hear the rest. It's just a different experience. But a reliable, strong, comfortable pair of headphones like these that are giving you spectacular sound quality while at the same time also giving you long battery life and comfortable fitting into your ears, and they're from a manufacturer that you know they're not going to let you down with cheap cabling or stuff that starts to fall apart after time. It's just a great feeling. You feel safe. You feel loved. And you know what else you feel? You feel like spreading the love because at 20 bucks, by the way, even though these dollars I mentioned in my review preview, at 20 bucks, which is what I got them for on sale, you really can buy 5, 6, 7 pairs. Give a pair to your dad, give a pair to your mom, give a pair to your brother, your sister, your neighbor, your friend, anyone who you think would see this and say, wow, you've really made a difference in my life. You can do that at $20. You can let them know that there exists a product out there which is amazing and affordable and really truly compares to the really expensive ones, if not exceeds. Yeah, in my opinion, it exceeds some of the expensive headphones that I have owned and tried in the past. It's just a special feeling. Altec Lansing, I salute you. I thank you for what you have put out there. I thank you for making an affordable, humble product out there that really performs and brings value to the buyer's life, that brings value to the user's life. We really appreciate you. Now I'm going to take these out for a test drive and I'm going to talk to you about what I'm experiencing as I'm out on the move and as I'm listening and as I'm enjoying them, and I'll talk to you about whether or not I feel any issues that go with these. Okay, let's take a pause here and we'll switch gears in a second. And now it's time for me to show you just how easy it is to set up this wireless Altec Lansing headphone, as we've been talking about, with your, which will be the same with any or any Apple product tablet. I'm sure you're familiar with this process already, especially if you have an Android or if you have any other type of device that uses Bluetooth headset. You're familiar with the Bluetooth pairing process, but I will still go over the pairing with an iOS device with this headset for the first time. So the first time you want to go into settings on your iOS device, and then you want to go to the Bluetooth option on your device. So I'm going to just let you take a quick look at that, and there you can see previous devices that have been connected. As you can see, none of them are currently connected, but what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn on the headset, the Altec Lansing wireless waterproof headset, by holding the power button. Okay, I just heard the message saying powering on, welcome to Altec Lansing, which signifies to me that the headphone is now on, and now in a moment I should see the Altec Lansing headphones show up on this list. And as soon as it does, I'm going to tap on it, and within a moment's notice I should be connected to them. Now if it happens that you don't see them appear right away, what you want to do is turn off your Bluetooth in the screen switch up here, which turns it off, and then turn it back on, and that does a sort of forced refresh where you can then it will then find any other device that it hasn't found already in the past. And I'm looking at the camera screen here and I still don't see them showing up, but I'll just give it a moment. Okay, still waiting. Can make sure they're still on. There you go. Oh, I don't hear anything when I press volume, which could be because they're not connected to anything yet. I'll turn off Bluetooth again, turn it back on. Okay, they still have not appeared yet in my Bluetooth list. Let's see if I can hold the power button again. Maybe I accidentally turned them off. I'm holding power. Okay, I heard a beep. Ah, okay. Yep. So now, there they go. So I was supposed to press, now you see on the bottom there it says Altec in-ear BT, in-ear Bluetooth. On the bottom there, I'm going to tap that, and it's now going to load the connection. Okay, it says connected. On the top there you see Altec BT. All of them say disconnected, but that top one there says connected, and now I'm connected. Now what I'm going to try to do is play something. Let's say I'm going to go to YouTube, hit play. Wow, I am drowning in sound. I can barely hear anything around me. There's a tight seal in my ear of the headphone, and it's just clear, crisp, quality sound. And to think that for 10 hours, now let's give them the benefit here of the doubt and say it's 10 hours. Usually if they say 10, it means 8 and so on, because usually they compensate for volume if it's not all the way up or whatever the case may be, or disconnects and reconnects. Maybe that takes a little more. Let's say it gives you 8 hours instead of 10 hours. Like I said, my experience has always been 5 hours means 3 hours and so on. You can always detract 20%. 8 hours of listening and this sort of immersive, high quality sound for this price, for this snug of a comfortable fit. Again, I'm probably reiterating here, but it's just an awesome experience. I'm going to go ahead and see what's trending on YouTube in the music section and try to listen to an audio track and just give you, I'm going to give you my feedback on what's happening. So Post Malone, Psycho featuring Ty Dolla. Right away I hear the beat, I hear the piano, whatever the instrument, guitar. I hear every stroke, every echo, every vibration, the sound nuances. Now the vocal. Now, some of you are audiophiles and really have high standards for your audio quality. If that's the case, I would be curious to hear your opinion, because that's not me. I'm raising the volume now from the headphone, and it's okay, and it's getting louder, and there's more bass, and things are vibrating a lot more now. Okay, yeah, it's loud, and there's bass. Now, these cheaper ones I mentioned, quality, sounded like listening through a tin can sometimes. This is like, I really feel like I can get hype right now, running up the stairs. I can feel it. I can see it. Now, clear vocals. Ooh, the bass drops. Wow. Now, I've been bigging up these headphones from the start. I've been telling you about the great experience I've been having from them. But when I sit here in front of you now and I really try to give you the breakdown from scratch and try to describe it for you, it's just a great feeling. A brand new set too, something just feels nice about them. It just sounds really good. Really good sound. I'd keep a closet full of these. I'd keep 5 or 10 of these just ready. It's just a giveaway. You know what? I'm going to give away 2 boxes to my viewers. Now, I don't really have a huge base or anything yet, so this might be a great chance for you to get something with very high probability. If there's just a few of you out there, leave a comment, subscribe, let me know what you think. Give me some specific feedback of some sort, and I'm going to be selective. I'm not going to choose a random person. I'm going to choose from the comments based on what I think really merits it. If I really appreciate your feedback, I'm going to give away 2 pairs of these headphones. Hopefully it goes to someone who actually maybe can't afford them or could really use them, or who would just really appreciate them and actually put in the thought and time in giving me feedback and gave me something useful. In exchange, I will give you a pair of these headphones. 2 people. And I just kind of want you to hear and experience this. And if you're not from among the people from whom I give a pair of these away to, don't let that get in your way. Just go out and grab yourself a pair, order a pair online, check where they might be on sale, and just make these a part of your satchel or something, and keep them in so they stay sterile and clean, because when you put something like this in your ear, you know, you can expose yourself to germs or things that you may not want to. I'm just really enjoying this right now. I can just sit on my iPad now for a long time and really listen right now and enjoy it. And to know that these will last roughly the same amount of battery life, hours, as the device itself. Now, I don't have to worry about one running out before the other is refreshing. It's really wonderful. See if I can't listen to something else. I feel like I want to re-listen to a lot of my favorites now. I want to just like go through good listening now. This video has a lion sound in the end. It's just rumbling. It's just beautiful. Like I said, I'd be curious to hear an audiophile's opinion. But if you're not an audiophile, meaning someone who's obsessed with audio and audio quality, and you're just an average person, you're a person who just needs a good quality product on the move, like I said, again, you may not have the time and resources and knowledge and ability to scroll through the 1,000 products, yes, 1,000 plus audio products, headphones, wireless Bluetooth headphones that you have to sift through. I really did have to take the time to try out many of them and do all kinds of sorting of the searches and resorting based on price, based on ratings, based on reviews, etc., searching over and over. I can see how me exposing you to this pair of headphones can actually be really helpful, because there really are a lot out there at various price points, and it's easy to be misled buying just $5 cheaper or $10 cheaper, and yet you really just waste your money. And a lot of these headphones are maybe even more, $60, $70, and again, you waste your money. It's hard to sort out and know which is which among them, and to know which one really gets it right and hits it right on the head and gets it right on the money. And I believe that this is the pair that does that. This is the winner for me. I will not be buying any other Beats headphones at this time anytime soon. Shout out to Beats, and shout out to Sennheiser, and shout out to Bose, and shout out to Sony, and shout out to all the great headphone makers out there. But you know what? Shout out to Altec Lansing. You've done it. You've come back. I haven't heard from you in a while. I haven't bought any of your products in a while. But this is a in your hands. Altec Lansing, if you're watching, if you are seeing this, if you see how much love I'm giving your products and you want to reach out to me, go ahead. I'll be happy to review more of your products. I'll be happy to do a follow-up video on this product, maybe give a little more information or a little more feedback about them. I will be happy to speak with you under any circumstance. So I just would like to thank you in general, overall, for making a great, affordable, high-quality product that does the job. You are appreciated. Thank you very much to my viewers for watching this. Look for more reviews from me on more great products that I have hand-chosen just for you. Look for more videos where I teach you stuff and where I let you guys know what's going on in my life and where I share my creative ideas with you. Thank you very much for tuning in. I mean that. See you guys soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Subscribe to my daddy's channel, and he will give you more good content and reviews. Bye.